Hey guys, what's up? It's Sally here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Vladimir. So first off, I'm going to start by taking you through what runes and masters to take on Vlad. You want to start off with Phase Rush, because it's extremely good for your lane and gives you access to team fights. Then you want to follow it with Nimbus Cloak, which is really synergistic with your ult. You then want to follow that up with Transcendence, which gives you the level 10 power spike, where you caps 30% CDR with your items. And then you want to follow that up with Gathering Storm, because both the other rune choices are really poor, and also it's really good for his late game scaling. To cap it off, you want to take double adaptive into either armor or magic resist, depending on what you're versing. Next, I'll be taking you guys through the skill order. So first, you want to start off with Q into every matchup, which is pretty standard. And either you'll be versing a lane where you can go E second, but most of the time you'll have to go W just so you don't get all in, because Vlad's early game is extremely volatile. And then you want to go 2 points into Q, so at level 3 you have a really good power spike. And you'll follow up with the Q max into E max into W max, and ult whenever you can take it. Next, I'll be taking you guys through the build order in Vlad. There's been a build recently that popped up that's been seeing a lot of success, and it is Protobelt into Tier 2 boots followed by Spellbinder. Sometimes you will need to go Zhonya's second just based on a carry split pusher or something that's just going to dive you over and over. But if you can get away with going Spellbinder, then it's really good for your team fighting. You then want to follow that with either Death Cap or Void based on magic resist or whether you can get away with building more damage. If you get away with Death Cap, you're going to be one-shotting the enemy team, which is really good for you. After that, you just want to finish off with standard items, either Void or Morello. And if you can't get the Morello, then you want to get your Void or Zhonya's to finish it off, pretty much. So next up, I'll be taking you guys through summon spells you want to take on Vlad. If you're playing top Vlad, then you're always stuck with TP Flash. But if you are lucky enough to play at mid or bot, then you can have access to mid Ignite, which makes your level 6 all-in extremely good. So the way that you want to look to play lane as Vladimir is cooldown reduction is your best friend, and the more items that you have that provide CDR for you will make your laning phase a lot easier. Your early laning phase before first back on Vlad is extremely difficult if you're versing a matchup that will bully you, and you just want to be able to control the wave so it's always pushing to you and they can't chase down the long lane. When you get your first back and you either get your Kindle Gem or another CDR item like Phoenix Codex, you'll be able to just sustain with Q and also stay healthy so the lane is much easier for you. After you've achieved your Protobelt with your Tier 2 boots, there's almost no opportunities for the enemies to just all-in you unless you misplay really hard. Now I'll be taking you through how to play team fight as Vlad. Team fighting on Vlad is his strong point, and you really want to be able to abuse this. You want to make sure that you have your items, your summoners are really important as well. And you always want to be trying to get in the flank position. The way that you want to start off with a flight is you want to flash into your R, followed up with a Q, because you get the amplified damage from your ult, and you get 1 stack of your Q. You then want to instantly follow it up with E into pull, which will slow the enemies while also getting your entire kit off, which should, if you're fed enough, explode squishies. Your aim of the fight as Vladimir should always be to kill the backline. You're not a very good tank buster, but you're extremely good at punishing squishies without summoners. Next up, I'll be taking you through some neat tricks that you can do on Vladimir to help enhance your gameplay. So first would be when you complete your Protobelt and laning phase and you're sitting on your 3rd Q, a lot of the time people will play around your range, but you can also cheat them out by backing off and then Protobelting back in to get them with the Q to get their nice chunk. Another neat trick that you can do on Vlad is casting your E and Protobelt in pull. This makes it extremely hard for people to dodge your damage or to react, and also it's really good for repositioning if you're trying to get out of a team fight. Thanks for tuning in everyone, and I hope that you will learn something that will enhance your Vladimir gameplay.